from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.
Welcome back to the GDFL Netball Show. Having a quick look at today's games, we firstly have Corio versus Inverleigh out at Corio, in what I think could be a pretty close game there. I think still two teams that are sort of finding their feet. Donna?
Yeah, I think, look, Inverleigh came from behind last week, and we know that. What did you say, 8 goals down that first quarter or something? And then, so to win the way they did last week, and we know that Sarah did say that they did not play well at all.
Yep.
So in saying that, I think that they'll be out to revenge their poor effort last week and maybe just come and well and truly steam ahead of Corio this week.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure how they're going to, Inverleigh and Corio are going to match up at this stage.
Yeah.
I've seen Inverleigh, and I was away when Belpost Hill played Corio. There's some really, really strong players in both sides, both with a lot of youth as well. I'm finding this one really, really hard to call at this stage, and I am going to go with Corio.
Knew it. I knew that.
Because you're going to say Inverleigh, because we always disagree. Just around the experience of Michelle Rizakis, Brooke Marlier and a few of those girls.
Because Brooke has been performing really well these last few games, hasn't she? But then again, Amanda, you don't rely on one person to win a game for you.
No.
You've got to have every other person in the team performing, so I don't know.
I think it's going to be...
What do you say, Fee?
I'm a little bit torn here because I think there's strengths that in both teams, absolutely, and I'm going to go Inverleigh. Yeah.
Eggs on you, Amanda.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're allowed to have opinions here. The next one, East Geelong versus Geelong West out at East.
Oh, East. Look, after I can't go against them at the moment. They're just coming in leaps and bounds, and unfortunately for you with your...
I think they're sitting fourth on the ladder.
Fourth
on the ladder at the moment. I think that they will continue to do that, if not maybe creep, depending on what happens with Werribee, because obviously Werribee losing last week and not having Danny Stewart and whatever. I think that East are a team who are definitely going to be in the finals.
Absolutely.
Yep, I agree. Definitely East Geelong. Just from a Geelong West point of view, my heart says I want to tip Geelong West every week, and I'd just like to commend Gail and you down there, Fee. The club's grown and developed, and it's just a shame that you've had so many injuries this year, and you haven't been able to take that extra step that you showed, in those first couple of rounds, which has been disappointing. But East Geelong for me.
No, we know exactly where we're at, and we're not hiding that, so that's all right. But
because you can't.
No. Anarchy versus Belpost Hill, girls. You're against each other.
Don't even want to go there. What about it, Amanda? Kim playing this week?
Kim is playing this week.
Okay, yeah, great.
Yep.
So look, not taking anything away from you guys. It's probably a given at this point in stage. Just hope that our team gets on and perform for a week. God, the last 3 weeks have been dreadful for them. And having Britt back in the team, and I just hope that we can perform way better than what we did last week.
Yep. I guess that's a bit of a goal that you can have. Look, I think that Belpost Hill will be too strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to remember too that Terry's out at Anarchy now, and he does know a lot about the Belpost Hill players. So it'll be interesting to see how the result reflects that. Terry's knowledge of the players.
I just don't know if your defenders though can completely shut down Kim and Mel. Mel's a great little backup shooter, a goal attack there. She does her job as a goal attack. She feeds it in there and shoots when she needs to. So
and she's getting stronger and stronger every week.
She does the exact job that a goal attack needs to do. So I just don't know if you guys have got the ability to shut that down. Whereas I think that Nonu up in defence has the ability to shut down your attack.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I'm going with Hill.
Thanks, Faith.
The next game, Winchelsea versus Belmont. So, Winch, who's playing this week?
Yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see who they have on the lineup, won't it?
Yep.
Look, Belmont played a good game last week too. But, I think Winchelsea will be dying for a comeback and another win, and I think they'll well and surely win, take it out.
Yeah,
what do you think, man?
I'm going to tip Winchelsea. I'm actually just struggling personally, with tipping Winchelsea not having a true and accurate
Absolutely.
reflection of who's in their side, who's going to be there in 5-6 weeks' time, and being able to predict who's going to win the game, not knowing who is playing weekly. So definitely
They've
Winch.
sort of got the same thing as last year, aren't they? Like they're pulling in players left, right, and centre from this week to that week, and they're still getting away with it.
Last year, I think it was a lot more consistent than what it has been
This year with players.
Yep, I think that there was more consistency of the same players playing, whereas this year it has been all over the place.
But they're not the only team to have done that. You have a lot of teams doing that, but Winchelsea's very hard to decipher who's playing every week.
It'll be interesting when it comes to finals where the people have qualified and what happens.
Yep.
Because people need to get up certain amounts of quarters, and especially if you're state league players. So it'll be interesting to see where we're at.
I think we'll count down 32 quarters in the next couple of weeks and see who's playing
lined
where.
up who.
Yeah, so it's Winch for me, but yeah, again, I agree with you girls that it's unpredictable at the moment. So, Werribee versus Bannockburn.
It's at Werribee this week.
This week it is at Werribee, and again a question mark over the Werribee players. Danny Stewart, Michaela Ward weren't in last week.
Yeah, and I'd heard through the netball grapevines that Danny Stewart had committed again to Werribee, that was her primary focus, and then against the big match of the round grand final rematch, she didn't play, neither did Michaela Ward. So I'm still unsure as to the information that I've heard where Danny's main commitment lies, whether it's with St Albans or whether it's with Werribee.
Yep. So did she play with St Albans on the weekend? Do we know that, or we're not sure, or whether she was off sick, or I don't know. And
But I do think that they'll be Werribee Central will be dying for a win this week after last week. Don't you think they'll be more hungry for it? And do you think maybe that would step up the players to perhaps turn up and play the game?
Yeah, look, Werribee have dropped to
third, aren't they?
Well, they're third, and that's not a bad position for them to be sitting at this stage.
But I guess the thing is that
no, they're not. They're fourth. They're actually fourth on the ladder, Werribee. So that would be a position they're not familiar with sitting at.
But I just also think that Bannockburn have a relatively decent team. So they're not a bad little team. So I think that they'll probably bring back those players, and I'll pick Werribee. Out there, but I do question what's going on out there as well.
Yeah, and I'll tip Werribee. Very, very good team, one of our stronger teams in the competition. Yeah. And if Michaela Ward's not playing or they're short, Ellie Tubbs has been coming up from B grade and filling that void, and she's a very strong goaler herself. So Werribee for me.
Yeah. And the last game, North Geelong versus Thompson, out at North. Yeah,
it's North, just like that, Amanda.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about this, and I don't know. Thompson's been performing really well.
Yep.
It's at North.
It's at North.
I'm going for Thompson.
Yeah. There we go. Bit of an upset there.
With me.
I'm going to go for North Geelong as well, but again, I'm still saying don't write Thompson off. I think that they can do that.
Very good.
Thanks for joining me this morning, girls. Good luck in your games, everybody out there.
And have a good long weekend.
Yep.
Nice weather for ducks.
Yep, just want to send Dick and the boys a bit of a message. Dick, you're more than welcome to come on our show and join us, and we hope that you're behaving yourself this morning.
Yeah, we dare you. We just dare you.
So it's over to you, Dick and the boys.
Dick.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. We're here to tell you our football is strong.